Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Tomahawk Valley in Richmond, Kentucky, where we've got another big matchup here on the field at Madison Central High School. A top 10 matchup in Class 6A and a top 15 matchup in the state of Kentucky overall, with the Madison Central Indians, Tom, kind of coming out of nowhere to be 6-1 on the season right now, 5-1 on the season, excuse me. And the Broncos of Frederick Douglass, one of the most dominant teams in the last 5-6 years in high school football in the state of Kentucky, coming in here to Richmond to face off in the first district game of the year. What a night it's going to be here in Richmond, Tom. Madison Central riding high off of a dramatic come-from-behind win last week over Pulaski County. Frederick Douglass coming off a loss to maybe the best team in the state. And these two teams, no strangers to one another, but for the Broncos, they have never lost to a Madison Central football team.
Going to be interesting, that's for sure. And injuries have plagued Frederick Douglass this year. In fact, one of their better wide receivers hasn't played a game all year this year, and he will not be playing tonight. So they're going to hold him back one more week and then let him come in and get tuned up for the playoffs, apparently, because we're winding the season down, man.
Hey, isn't it crazy? And we say this every year. We go through this every year where we feel like, we're already pretty much done with the season. In a blink of an eye, here we are.
Yeah.
There's 2 games left, Ryan Station and GRC. Of course, Central's still trying to find a game to fill that game that they lost with North Laurel back, a month ago. But, man, these are the games that really matter. You're in your district games. You could be winless like Berea is right now, but those district games are really what matter. And for Madison Central, again, a great start to their season. But if you go 1-2 or 0-3 in these district games, it really doesn't matter what you've done so far this season.
No, it doesn't, because your draw isn't going to be a good one if you're 1-2 or 0-3. You're going to play the best team in your district, and then we'll see what happens after that. But boy, oh boy, it was an exciting game last week, and it's something to build on. We'll see if they can't keep the momentum going tonight.
Exactly. That win last week with the way that they finished it, just so dramatic. And you've got to think that builds so much momentum for your football team coming off a win like that over a really good, underrated Pulaski County team. We're live here on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins here with you. Tom, I've got my Madison Central football tackling cancer shirt, and the Madison Central football team honoring Teresa Rose, who was just diagnosed with cancer about a month or so ago. Of course, we know Teresa very well. She works at the radio station some with us. Her son Jaden is one of our producers on the radio side, so he's here tonight, not working. He's here with his mom and her husband Tony Rose. Legend here in Madison County, so good with the kids. He's a coach, and he is out there tonight as well. And these shirts honoring Teresa, and just continue to remember her. And they try to find somebody to really shine the light on and highlight when they have games like this. And tonight that is Teresa Rose. It's pajama night with the Madison Central Pep section. They've got their pajamas on, and hopefully the team will not be sleeping when they hit the field this evening to take on a very, very good, still very good Frederick Douglass football team. You look at the Broncos, and they're not having the type of year that they would normally have. But the thing about this team is, Tom, they're still one of the top 5 teams in the state of Kentucky. They've got weapons all over the field. They're just not dominating like they have done in years past.
Yeah, and like I said before, I think getting everybody back and healthy, you're going to see a whole different football team that you've seen the first part of this season.
Yeah, Madison Central, Frederick Douglass. We're live here in the Chenault Vineyards postgame show, folks. If you're looking for a place to host an event, this time of year you've got holiday parties. You've got, Christmas events coming up. They're going to have their Christmas Bazaar again this year over at Chenault Vineyards. It's a great place to just go out for a fun night with friends and family. They've got some great food. You got to check out all the different events that go on at Chenault Vineyards here in Richmond. Like and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. And be sure to visit ChenaultVineyards.com for more information about all the things that go on at Chenault Vineyards. We're live here in Richmond at Tomahawk Valley, first district game of the season. And it's a dandy for you folks. Madison Central and Frederick Douglass will be back in 3 minutes on WEKY and WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Back here on WEKY, WBON TV, the Chenault Vineyards postgame show. Take a look now at the keys of the game for Jack Burford Chevrolet. Get the keys to your next ride at Jack Burford Chevrolet on the bypass in Richmond. Tonight, multiple keys for Madison Central. Obviously, you've never beaten a Frederick Douglass football team. That's a giant hurdle to get over. And you got to find a way to do that. And to do that, I think tonight there are multiple keys for the Indians. First of all, you got to run the football. Bryant Mathis has been so good when given opportunities this season. So you got to find a way to continue getting him the football, give him opportunities, and that offensive line has got to open up holes for him to be able to break off some long runs. And you got to take care of the football. That's a big thing. It's always a big thing. The team that takes care of the football the most is one of the teams that can obviously get a victory. So you do that tonight, and you have got a chance to knock off this Frederick Douglass football team. So those are going to be the keys tonight for Madison Central. They're going to be in the blue home uniforms, the white pants, a lot of pink out there, as it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in the month of October. and looking to once again try and get a win against a Frederick Douglass football team is Madison Central. And Tom, we saw how good Bryant Mathis was last week. He was given opportunities, had over 200 rushing yards, a huge performance, including 2 long runs when it looked like the offense was just dead in the water.
Yeah, he's averaging about 116 yards a game and 72 carries thus far through 6 games. So he's going to get plenty of opportunity in this game tonight. Almost 700 yards. He lacked 2 yards of having 700 yards here on the season. So he's doing a great job. As far as your keys tonight, I wanted to mention the running backs from Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, they got a lot of good options as well.
Yeah, the defense is really going to have to pick it up and stop not 1, not 2, but 4 running backs that they alternate in and out. It's Dakari Talbert is one of those, and Pharaoh Watts, Peyton Smith, and Tay Allen, who I saw on the highlights of their game last week on one of the Lexington TV stations. So they have a 4-man attack coming out of that backfield. So they will have somebody in there fresh for every offensive play.
We talked about it tonight, all the pink that's down there on the field. Well, that lady right there, it's Teresa Rose, the wife of Tony Rose. That's her son, Jaden, who's one of the producers here with the Wallingford Media Group. She is who we are honoring tonight with the T-shirt. She's got one of the T-shirts on. I've got one on. When I saw what was going on down there, I made sure to run and get me one. And appreciate Coach Blair, Coach Tony Rose, and the coaching staff for grabbing me a T-shirt. And, again, Teresa Rose in the Madison Central Tackling Cancer. That is the theme for tonight. You got our shirts on here. Madison Central Football Tackling Cancer. And it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Teresa was diagnosed about a month or so ago. So continue to remember her in your thoughts and prayers. And we're hoping there's a lot of tackling done by the Indians defense tonight. We'll talk more about that. And we'll look at our star watch tonight and who has got to play well for Madison Central for them to get a big victory. We'll be right back on WEKY and WBON TV.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence, to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo,
I devised a promo for you. Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets. Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo. It's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their mini appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap. At Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
Back here at Madison Central High School, Tomahawk Valley, where the Indians and the Broncos set to square off. We'll look now at our key players to the game, brought to you by Jerry Goebel. It's our Jerry Goebel Star Watch. And Tom, there's plenty of guys to look out for tonight, both sides of the football, plenty of weapons for the quarterbacks to go to. And defensively, was told Logan Busen will not be playing tonight for Frederick Douglass. He has been a pain in the side of Madison Central sports fans for a long time. The top tackler for Freddie D, and he is not going to be out there suiting up tonight. That's a big loss for a Broncos team that, you know, looking to kind of right the ship after a big loss last week to one of the top teams in the state. And on the other side, Madison Central's got a guy that's just as good as Busen, and Sam Farmer. Farmer has been a beast. He has been dominant in defense, both chasing down the quarterback and making tackles. Sam Farmer on the season, the top tackler for the Indians. He's got 44 tackles, 27 of those solo stops. He's got a sack as well, a half a sack as well. And Sam Farmer is one of the key guys to watch out for this evening for the Madison Central Indians. Tom, you nicknamed him last week Richmond 5-0 because when he sees someone and he chases them down, more often than not, he ends up making the arrest or the stop, if you will.
Yeah, he's a whole lot better than McGarrett on making a tackle out there. And not only does he have the stats that Michael shared with you, he's also got a fumble recovery this year already. So he's a force to be reckoned with, and I think a really good football team found that out last week.
Yeah. And Central, really, when you look at McElwee and Farmer at the linebacker position, you know, Farmer much bigger and taller than what McElwee is, but together, those two guys make a heck of a linebacking duo out there for Coach Blair and his defense.
They do, and it's, you know, you got some more like Eli Chen last week had a great game in on a lot of the stuff.
Hire had a great game last week.
Yes. So just good to see the defense working as hard as they work. And Madison Central has been known for their defense.
Yeah.
So we're hoping, fingers crossed tonight, that they can get that D fired up here this evening and do their very best to try to hold a very productive Frederick Douglass football team.
Here on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show, be sure to check out ChenaultVineyards.com and like them on Facebook, follow them along on there and Instagram to keep up to date with all the great events going on at Chenault Vineyards. They've got live music each and every single week, some great events that they put on. And if you're a local artist, you really want to be sure to follow along because they have a lot of events throughout the year that they will put together to allow local artists to come out there and perform on their stage at Chenault Vineyards. Here during this segment, we talked about our Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance Star Watch, and plenty of guys to watch out for tonight for both of these two teams. Be sure to check out Jerry Goebel State Farm on Facebook because, Tom, a lot of times we might not even know there's insurance that there's insurance out there that we didn't even know that we needed. And Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance can walk you through the process and help you find the right claim, the right way to get. If you've been in an accident, anything like that, Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance is the place to go. Lots of action here in Richmond. Check out the Madison Central cheerleaders hoping to cheer their team on to a victory tonight. The Indians and the Broncos right around the corner. We got about 9 minutes till kickoff here on the pregame show. We'll step aside for another commercial break. We'll come back and we'll dive deeper into this matchup with the Indians never defeating a Broncos football team. We'll talk more about that when we come back here on WEKY and WBON TV.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living, offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MC.
Cars of Kentucky is a proud sponsor of Eastern Kentucky University Athletics. In Richmond, we bleed maroon. Go Colonels. And when you're ready for your next pre-owned automobile, swing on over to Cars of Kentucky. Cars of Kentucky has vehicles starting at $3,000 and up, so we literally have something for every budget. 356 Big Hill Avenue in Richmond, or check them out, carsofkentucky.com. Let's go Colonels!
Back here at Madison Central High School, we're getting you set for the kickoff between the Indians and the Broncos of Frederick Douglass High School. Copeland Peterson down there doing a great job on the shots, getting us a close-up view of Broncos coming out of the locker room there as well. And we're nearing the kickoff time. It's a good chance to look at our orthopedic sports and physical therapy injury report. And it's a laundry list of players for both of these football teams, but we'll look more in depth at Madison Central, who missing a few key guys and really hurting their depth. Quincy Compton's a guy who had a good game last week. He was injured in the win over Pulaski County last week. He's out tonight. Camden Burke, who I think's only played in one game this season, he is also again out tonight. Talked to him down there on the field before the game. He said he hopes to be back by next week against GRC here at home. Other guys out, you've got Radcliffe, who's out for Madison Central, and Lawson, who's caught touchdowns in back-to-back weeks, who's the backup secondary tight end who sees a lot of action out there, good blocking tight end as well. So several key guys out for Madison Central. And there's also several guys out for Frederick Douglass, including you talked about their second-best wide receiver, and Logan Busen also out this evening for the Broncos. That's going to be your Star Watch, or excuse me, that's your injury report brought to you by Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. Sure to check them out online at osptky.com. Several locations here in Central Kentucky to better serve you. If you're feeling like you are not ready to perform, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy can help get you back in the game. The captains getting ready to meet at midfield. So glad to have Ron Harrison and Hugh Davis back up here in the booth with us. We missed them, Tom. I feel like, when's the last time we did a football game together, guys? It's been probably over a year,
time,
right? Yeah, it's been a long time. For Hugh and Ron, we were going to put them on camera, but we don't want to break the camera, Tom. So we're not going to do that tonight. I think Ron might break it if we put the camera on him. I know he did walk by and get in the shot. I don't know if that was. We'll have to talk to Hugh's agent, see if we owe him any commission for that or not. But oh yeah, you were. But we look at tonight. It's a big night for the school as well. They're actually honoring the class of 1964. In the fall of 1963, 6 of these classmates were on Madison Central's first football team. Their record was 0 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie. You've got Benny Roop, M. Snowden, Tony Cox, Jimmy Whitmore, and then Gary Stivers and Jimmy Tillery, both deceased. Their coach was Frank Asbury. There's going to be some cheerleaders out there tonight. And they were the first team, the first ever Madison Central football team. The class of 1964, and they're going to be honored out there tonight on the football field. So we'll be sure to try to get that ceremony for you as well. The band's going to perform at halftime. We're going to try to have that at halftime as well. And that's a good chance for you now to go grab some lunch or some dinner in between the first and second half. So
I was thinking about the 64. You realize that's 60 years ago?
Yeah.
60.
What were you all doing 60 years ago?
I was alive 60 years ago, but I think I might have still been in Pampers.
Okay. Hugh, how old were you alive 60 years ago? You were 4 or 5 years old? Okay. Well, I wasn't around back then. I'm going to have to rely on you guys to let me know what it was like back in the day.
You were a gleam in your daddy's eye back then.
There you go. The captains tonight for Madison Central, it's 4 good ones: Morrison, Ogle, Farmer, and Mathis. And those 4 guys are going to have to perform really well to try to get off the schneid against the Frederick Douglass Broncos. Broncos win the toss, and they're going to defer, I believe, to the second half. They're going to receive to start the game. So Broncos win the toss. They will elect to receive, and Central will defend the opposite way. They'll go this way. They'll go left to right on your radio dial. So check that out. Frederick Douglass going to be in the white road uniforms, the white pants, green numbers, green letters outlined in the orange, and Madison Central in the blue home uniforms, the white pants, and the red numbers, red letters outlined in white for the Indians. What does that sign say? You're next, R.I.P. Madison Central. If you're an Indians fan, that's one way to kind of get you fired up.
Where'd that come from?
That's their sign. That's the sign right there. That
they're going to run through.
They're going to run through that. Yeah.
You know, it'd be funny.
Somebody fall through it.
No, you could run up to it and hit it and fall back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've seen that happen.
So the Indians going to come out. They got the flags waving up in the air. Madison Central and Frederick Douglass. What a game we've got on tap for you. Broncos will come out first, and the Indians going to come out as well. Everybody's fired up and ready to go. Here come the Indians out onto the field. Yeah, great shot from Copeland Peterson there as the team comes his way. And we're excited to come your way here on WEKY and WBON TV. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins, our producer, Gage Hill. Our camera guys, Copeland Peterson, down on the field. We've got Jacob Beck and Zachary Daniels on the cameras tonight. And we are about to kick things off here at Tomahawk Valley in Richmond. Thanks for joining us here on the Chenault Vineyards pregame show. Be sure to like Chenault Vineyards on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, and keep up to date with all the great events taking place at Chenault Vineyards here in Richmond.
All right, we're ready, buddy. I've been looking forward to this all week. It's going to be a good one. We're going to see a good football team for Madison Central to play tonight. Now we're going to see one of the top echelon teams in the state of Kentucky. And Michael and I chatting before we came on the air tonight, and I think he, along with me, believes that if anybody from this area has a chance to win the state this year, they've got a really good shot at it.
And I think for Central, this is the game where you find out just how good you are. You've had a great start to the season. Now these are the games that really, truly matter. And if you want to compete at the state level, this is the team you've got to get over the hump with. Frederick Douglass set to receive the opening kickoff here in Richmond. Got Avion Chenault, one of the top athletes in Central Kentucky. He can really do it all. And it's going to be returned by number 31 of the Broncos. That's Dakari Talbert. Talbert gets to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Broncos will get things started, going right to left on your radio dial.
Good strategy there by the coaching staff of Madison Central not to kick the ball to the best running back there in the backfield, and they just dribbled it down along the ground all the way back to about the 19-yard line. And we saw that a lot last week. They kept the ball away from the best return man.
Stroutman, the quarterback for the Broncos. 4 receiver set, 1 tailback to his left. Stroutman sends a man in motion right to left, and they'll give it to him coming near side. Good blocking out in front. Indians there, but able to get positive yardage up near the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 34, and that is Talbert on the carry, number 31. So he had the return, then he gets the handoff on first down and gains about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Broncos. You know, Tom Stroutman, the quarterback for Frederick Douglass, Jackson Stroutman, he's played in 6 games, only throwing for a tick over 100 yards per game. So I don't use him a lot, but he's thrown for 13 touchdowns through his 40 completions on the season, 11 of those going to number 2, Avion Chenault. First down carry here as a gain of 5 for the ball carrier. Number 22 on the handoff. That's Tay Allen.
Tay. Love that name. That's probably a nickname from back in the younger days when he was 2, 3, or 4 years old. I love that. That's a great name.
So 1st and 10, Frederick Douglass. Ball spotted in the middle of the field. 2 receivers right. And Thomas is the 3rd play of the game for the Broncos. They've already ran 3 different formations as we have got things started. And in motion right to left. Now 3 receivers out there for Stroutman. In the pistol, he'll look to throw. Now spins out to the far side, being chased. Gets away from one man, but there he is, Sam Farmer, laying the wood with a big hit to Stroutman on a first down carry, gain of a couple. They'll say 3 yards, bringing up a 2nd down and 7.
Richmond 5-0 got the call, and man, he had a shot and took it. Gain of 2 on the play, though, but still, that could have been a really big play on that side.
Farmer, he just closes the gap so quickly. It's 2nd down and 8. They give him 2, as you said, Tom. Trips left, 1 receiver right for Stroutman. Man behind him in the pistol. Stroutman looking to throw. Got a man open near side. That pass is going to be incomplete, and it's Jeff Hairston there on the coverage.
Almost got a handle on that.
Hairston had the game-winning touchdown and then the game-sealing interception last week. In almost back-to-back plays for Madison Central. Had the 33-yard touchdown catch in the end zone with 12 seconds left. And 2 plays later had the interception that sealed the victory for the Indians.
Big 3rd down play here for Freddie D.
3rd down and 8. Big 3rd down for the Indians defense. A chance to get off the field early in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Here receivers each way for Stroutman. Tailback to his left. Man in motion right to left is Talbert. They'll fake it to him. Going to throw on 3rd down. Going deep. Got a man. That's Chenault. And Avion makes the catch. And he's tackled. Bryant Mathis there on the coverage. But a beautiful dime delivered right into the pocket of Avion Chenault. What a pass from Stroutman.
Stroutman with the best ball I've seen this year thus far from any quarterback. He put it right where it needed to be.
As we said, they don't throw it very much, but when they do, most of the time it goes to that man right there, Avion Chenault. He makes his 23rd catch of the season. 1st and 10. Handoff, they go back to the ground here with Tate. He's going to run it up the middle, spun down, brought down by Pritchard, but it'll be a 1st and goal opportunity for Frederick Douglass, and a man down for Madison Central.
Yeah, somebody's hurting.
An injured Indian down the field that looks like it might be Nate Ogle. Nope, not Ogle. I see 15 coming over here to the sideline. Injured player there on the field as Central defense comes over. That's Sean Reese. Able to hop up. Appears to be okay. Might have had the wind knocked out of him, but the Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy training staff going out there to check on the Madison Central defensive player.
Working that left elbow and left forearm, it looks like, so maybe just a bone bruise. He'll, as I used to say, it'll quit hurting when the pain goes away.
1st and goal at the 3. So Central's defense got to pin back here and have that bend but don't break mentality. Want to keep the Broncos out of the end zone, and you got to watch out for Avion Chenault should they go to the air. Strapman will go up under center for the first time tonight. And in motion's Talbert. They'll hand it off, running right side. Eddie's defense is there, and they'll make the stop for no gain, it looks like. And off to number 23, it's Peyton Smith, who's got 25 carries, 227 yards, and a pair of touchdowns on the season. 2nd down and goal, no gain on 1st down. Indians defense trying to come up with a huge stop. 2nd down and goal. Now Troutman back to the pistol. Got Allen behind him. Tate Allen is the tailback. They'll give it to him, and Central's defense had him in the backfield. Allen snuck away, but still unable to get it across the goal line. Got 2 yards to set up a 3rd and goal at the 1. Tom Central had him in the backfield there, but could not bring him down. A great shot here in the end zone with Copeland Peterson down on the field. They're going to say 1 yard, so it's 3rd and goal at the 2. Tom, penetration here is going to be the key. You got to try to get in this backfield quickly. Sam Farmer and Moose McElwee, if they can pin their ears back and try to get a stop here. 3rd down and goal. Man in motion out to the flat. They'll pitch it right side, and the flag comes out as they pitch it to Allen. And that's going to be, looks like an offsides against Madison Central. It's offsides against the Indians, so tack on a yard. You don't really lose anything there, but Frederick Douglass now much closer to that end zone. 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line as the Indians jump off sides.
Thought somebody jumped on the right side, but they did send a man in motion, so that may have been what drew the defense across the line.
Coach Blair trying to coach him up. Third down and goal. Man in motion is Allen out in the flat to the right. They hand it off up the middle and across the goal line in for 6 is Peyton Smith for the touchdown. Flags come flying following the play, so it'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody. But the touchdown good for Frederick Douglass, and they strike first here in this big district matchup with Madison Central to take a 6-0 lead. They're going to call offsetting penalties against both teams, so unsportsmanlike on both. Frederick Douglass also does the swinging gate formation on the extra point, so they'll swing the gate right. Central has obviously seen this before as they do it themselves.
You can't get caught watching the paint dry.
And it's the extra point coming. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. 7-0 Frederick Douglass with 7:14 to play in the first quarter on WEKY and WBON TV.
Your vehicle's safety and integrity depend on its windows, which means a small crack can lead to big problems. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, the experts at Aero Auto Glass can have your car's windows looking like new in no time. With mobile service available in Lexington, Richmond, and surrounding areas, you can have your car serviced close to home. If you have damaged auto glass, call the professionals at Aero Auto Glass, 866-975-4527.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Yes.
As we come back to the action, Tom, I thought we had offsetting penalties, but they're setting this football up at the 45 of Madison Central. So, in sportsmanlike, looks as if it only went against the Indians.
Yeah, I noticed they huddled up after the extra point, all the officials, and had a conference, and I guess they decided it was just against Madison Central.
So Lawless will kick it away, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
Helps the stats. Nothing says he kicked from the 45 of Central, did it?
We'll take it, though, from the 20-yard line. The good thing is there you don't lose the football, but not as good a field position as we would like to have to begin the drive. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 20. Indians ran the football well last week against Pulaski County, but the majority of those yardage coming on 2 big runs from that man, Bryant Mathis, who gets it here on 1st down, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. That was actually not Mathis. That was Pritchard that took the handoff on 1st and 10. Lost a yard, so 2nd down and 11 coming up for Madison Central.
Number 6, Caden Clay, in to make the initial stop, and there was like 4 or 5 jerseys all over him.
Yeah, Pritchard, number 1, took the handoff, and we'll say lost half a yard. So 2nd down and long as we tick under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Indians down 7-0 to Frederick Douglass. Herbst up under center. He'll hand it off up the left side. Not much running room there for Corinthian Barnes, I believe. Barnes got it to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Nathan Coer coming off the line on that play, did a nice job blocking, and was out looking for a linebacker when the play came to an end.
So big 3rd down here for Madison Central. Herbst will go up under center, full house formation with Pritchard, Barnes, and a false start against the Indians. Central jumped off sides, Tom, and a rough start on defense, and now offensively you're facing a 3rd and 11. Backed up deep in your own territory, now back to the 19-yard line.
Made a big play right here. Try to move the chains, keep the drive alive. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter.
Herbst again going to go up under center. Now Morrison split out wide right. Avion Chenault matched up with him defensively on 3rd and long. They'll give it off to Mathis. Mathis nowhere to go. I might have got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So 3rd and long turns into 4th and long, and Madison Central, Tom, will go 3 and out. And not the start offensively or defensively you wanted if you're an Indians fan.
Cedric Works, the defensive end, in quickly to make the stop and help with the loss of 2 there. Yeah, going to have to punt it away here. Need a good kick on this one. Freddie D will get the ball right around midfield.
Ball will bounce near midfield, and the Broncos get good field position, Tom, on this next drive.
Yeah, give them 32 yards on the punt. And Frederick Douglass set up again right at the 50. Going to put it right in the middle of this field.
That offense defense here got to come up with the stop. Midfield for the Broncos, and the way they looked offensively on opening drive, converted to 3rd and 8. A few plays later, punched one into the end zone. Now 1st and 10 with 4:44 left to play. Man in motion. They'll get the football. It's Allen. Cuts it back, pushed back, and no gain on 1st and 10. Never went down, but Farmer was there to get the stop. Allen stayed on his feet, but the officials blow it dead. 2nd and 10 coming up for Frederick Douglass. Time at midfield.
That defensive line on the left side, nice job of plugging the holes up there. They were saying, no way, Tay-Tay.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can say no way Frederick Douglass offense here again on 2nd down and 10. Chenault wide right for Stroutman in the pistol again. 2 receivers near side. They'll hand it off, and Smith breaks a tackle and kind of squeezes through a couple of Indian defenders to gain 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8 again for Frederick Douglass, and another big 3rd down early in this ball game for the Madison Central defense.
If I'm coach right now, I got number 50 coming like gangbusters. I'd put him on some kind of a blitz here. I don't know if you'd use him outside or inside, but you want to put a little pressure on that quarterback on this 3rd down play.
Central defense needing a stop here on 3rd and 8. Might even be 4-down territory for Frederick Douglass if they don't get it on 3rd down. Stroutman will throw it out in the flat. Indian defense reads it well and are not barely able to make a stop, as it was Talbert who broke multiple tackles to gain 8 yards. And Tom's going to be 4th down and about 1.5 yards for Frederick Douglass. Talbert will have to exit the game. His helmet came off. Check it out here on the replay. Just throw it out in the flat. Indians read it well, but Talbert, man, so strong and quick, broke multiple tackles to get it close enough for a 1st down, and Frederick Douglass is going to go for it, I believe, as the ball sits on the 42 of the Indians. Ball on the left hash mark. Stroutman will go into the pistol again with Smith behind him. Trips right, tied into the near side. Big 4th down play. Central's defense looking for a stop. Farmer showed as if he was coming on the blitz, now backs out of it.
Come on, 5-0, get in there.
Stroutman looking over to the sideline, and Coach McPeak will call a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Come back in 30 seconds on WEKY and WBON TV.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Madison Central and Frederick Douglass battling it out here on the Indians' home turf. And at the moment, 2:09 left to play. A big 4th down play coming up for the Madison Central defense. Tom, confidence-wise, it's a big 4th down play. Still plenty of time in this football game, but if you let Frederick Douglass convert this 4th down, it is very deflating for your defense, who has, again, this team has never beaten Frederick Douglass in football. 2nd down and 2, ball on the near side.
They got 2 in the backfield this time, so they have changed up their offensive play.
If ball on the near side hash, 2 backs in the backfield with Stroutman, 1 to each side. Talbert to his left, Smith to his right. They give it to Talbert, Smith the lead blocker, and Talbert's got a 1st down. Tackled from behind, but making it to the 36-yard line is Dakari Talbert to move the sticks for Frederick Douglass, and a beautiful play design there by Coach McPeak and his offense.
Jacob Strange, number 86, in there on the stop, coming from behind and make the tackle.
Two receivers left. Stratman goes right back to Allen this time on the ground. And Allen going to get it to the 33-yard line. We talked about the many different guys, Tom, that they can give the ball to. And that's what's key for them. They have multiple fresh options they can continue to just put in there at running back and continue to make plays. We've seen Talbert. We've seen Smith. Allen himself, and even Stratman, the quarterback, has ran the ball a couple of times. 2nd and 8. Make it 2nd and 7. Gain of 3 on first down. 90 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Howard Carter, one of their linemen, just lost his hat for the 2nd time in this game. Had the lead.
Talbert in motion. They'll give it to Smith. Running right side, and he's going to be close to a first down again. Tackle made by Hire. A down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and about 2 for the Broncos. Jackson Stratman, Tom, doesn't throw the ball much. I think he's 2 of 3 tonight in throwing the football. Needing a stop here on 3rd down. And again, 4-down territory probably for Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, that one pass he threw was just right on.
Yeah, to Chenault. Stratman going to throw it out in the flat again to Talbert. Has to track it down. Lost the football. It's loose. And it'll go out of bounds. Broncos catch a break there as Talbert lost the football. And it's going to be really close to a first down where the ball went out of bounds at. They're going to say it's at the 26. And no signal yet. We might get a measurement here. Looks like we're going to.
Haven't seen that this year. First time at home to get a measurement.
Yeah, Talbert just spun around. He's been kind of loose with the football all night long. Yeah. That time it came back to bite him, but the Broncos able to keep it. With the 4th and goal coming up, Stratman going to be in the shotgun. And another 4th down for Frederick Douglass. 1 of 1 on 4th down this evening already. And a delay of game against Frederick Douglass, and that will definitely help the cause for the Madison Central defense. So back them up 5 yards. It will be 4th and a long 5 for Frederick Douglass.
5 yards and the length of the football.
Yeah. So now, what was Coach McPeak draw up? Delay of game. And you spot the football, the tail of the football. Oh, they're going to back it up even more. So now the ball spotted between the 32 and the 31-yard line. They need the 26 for a first down. Stratman looking to throw. Going out, man wide open, makes the catch. And it's caught by number 9, Terry Kaysen, who makes just his 8th catch, or excuse me, his 2nd catch of the season. And that one was a big one as it moves the sticks once again for the Broncos. And Kaysen coming out of the backfield, Tom, for a first down, Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, he just came out from the left side and crossed and was right there wide open.
Batman going into the end zone. Chenault goes up but cannot complete the catch to the ground. Got both feet down. Let's check out that replay. Gage Shield, our producer. Broncos quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Stratman just takes the snap, puts it up for his highlight reel player, Avion Chenault. Makes a beautiful catch over Mathis, but cannot complete it to the ground as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Frederick Douglass.
May have been out of bounds on that back line, too.
In high school football, you only have to get 1 foot down, so he definitely got that one down, but good job by Mathis to help knock it free. 2 receivers near side now for Stratman. He'll hand it off to Smith running right side. Smith just bulldozing over would-be tacklers. Finally brought down by Mathis, but a nice gain on 2nd and 10. Picks up, I think, 6 yards, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Broncos 7, Indians scoreless, but Frederick Douglass threatening to tack on more when we come back on WEKY and WBON TV.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Hall & Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Hall & Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Hall & Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Hall & Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Hall & Sons Auto Care.
ABR Auto Recyclers in Richmond is buying your beat up and broke down cars. Have an old vehicle sitting around that you never got around to working on, or that old wreck in the backyard that you're sick of looking at? Call ABR Auto Recyclers at 859-369-5844. Not running? No problem. If you have an old vehicle, ABR Auto Recyclers wants to buy it. Get cash for your old car. ABR Auto Recyclers, 2294 Box Ankle Road in Richmond.
Back here on WEKY, WBON TV, and time after 1, Frederick Douglass 7, Madison Central scoreless, and a game where the offense for Frederick Douglass just continuing to kind of make plays when they need to make plays. And it's now a 3rd down and a long 4, short 5 for the Broncos offense.
Peyton Smith leading the way for them, rushing with 19 yards on 6 carries, averaging 3.2 a carry. And if I was a Central coach looking at that, I say, you're doing the job, boys, against the run. It's that pass that they've got to get the handle on here when he does decide to put it up.
3rd down for the Broncos. And off, Indians there. Breaking the tackle was number 3. That's Pharaoh Watts. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos, Tom, going to kick the field goal.
Well, they've not kicked one all year, so we'll see. They're going to line up like they're going to kick a field goal. This will be the 2nd team in as many weeks that will kick their first field goal of the season against the Central Indians. But a nice stop by the defense.
If we can get a block or something here. Get penetration, and that one is blocked. Broncos cannot convert the field goal wide left on the 3-point attempt. And a big stop there for Madison Central. Tom, as we check it out here on the replay. Was it blocked, or did he just miss it? I think he might have just missed it wide left.
Shanked it left.
So the miss providing a little bit of momentum for Madison Central now as they take over 1st and 10. Going right to left here on your radio dial. And let's see if we can get some offense going. Frederick Douglass pretty much had the football the entirety of that first quarter. Central had it for 2.5 minutes. Frederick Douglass 9.5 minutes. And we've only got 3 yards of offense coming into this drive.
3 rushes, that's been it.
And that's our bread and butter, but see if we can open up the offense some here.
Yeah, time to put it in the air here, and let's get something going. Mix it up a little bit.
1st and 10. Barnes on the handoff, and he's taken down quickly for no gain.
Well, you know that the coaching staff, along with all the players, have watched a lot of video, or I guess you could call it digital video, of Madison Central this week. So they know their running game. They know what they like to run. They know when they like to run it, and that's been evident thus far in the game.
So 2nd down and long. Hand off to Pritchard, and a big hole for Jackson. 1st down as he burst through the hole, lost the football. They're going to say he was down, though, at the 38-yard line. Woo! Mistake there for Pritchard, but he's down, so the Indians keep possession. But finally, a big play for the Indians.
Yeah, that's a nice, about a, 17, 18-yard carry that time. So much needed, and gets Madison Central off that back wall and out near midfield.
At the 38-yard line, first down and 10. And now let's see if we can start to cook here offensively. Herbst. Hand off again. Mathis this time, and he's able to fall forward for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Boy, that entire defensive line, along with two linebackers, just pinched the middle there. Big guy on the line there, Stoney Mack, the defensive end, able to get in there and initiate a stop. Although they don't have him on the end tonight, they're playing him right in the middle. So he's in the middle, and he's got a little help there with him.
Ball
on either
back.
side, they're playing three linemen and then two linebackers on the ends.
Ball back at the 39, near the 40. They'll give it to Barnes up the middle. Make that Reese took the handoff, and Sean's able to fall forward for another 2 or 3 yards. It will be third, about 5 for the Indian offense. To the 48-yard line, ball at the 43, so it is third down and 5. Tom, they've kept it on the ground every play thus far.
Yeah, the one first down. We need another one right here.
Yeah, try to keep this Broncos offense off the field for a bit. And we've got a whistle here by the officials.
Official timeout.
Oh, yeah, Broncos player needing some equipment adjusted.
Chin strap issue, and we're ready to go again. Clock starts.
So third and 5. We'll see what the Indians draw up here on third down. Herbst to go up under center with, again, got the wishbone formation. 2 backs split out wide with Reese behind him. They'll give it to Mathis running near side. Bryant really nowhere to go. To the 44-yard line. Got a yard. It'll be 4th down and 4. And the Indians will punt.
You got to throw the ball next time we get the football. Both cornerbacks were within a yard of the line of scrimmage. When they're pulling everybody up that tight, you're going to have somebody going to be able to get loose in the middle there, and you can dump it off for a quick little pass and have a big gainer out of it.
Avion Chenault, very dangerous in the return game. We've got to be sure to keep an eye on him. He'll come up here to field it. Hit him, and the Indians recover. Central falls on top of it. Recovered by the Indians, and they'll take over at the 33-yard line. A huge play by Madison Central as Colton Johnson saw it down on the ground, falls on top of it, and a great recovery by the Indians. Chenault ran up on it and just kind of watched it hit him. And kind of a delayed reaction by him allows the Indians to recover. And a huge play early on in this football game, momentum-wise, as Colton Johnson dives on it for Madison Central. And let's see if we can get some offense going now, Tom.
Yeah, and again, I say what I say just a moment ago. Watch where their cornerbacks. Look, they're cheating up. Everybody's cheating up to within about 3-4 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Pitch out to Mathis. There's some holes for Mathis to run through. Good job blocking on the near side by Pritchard and Morrison as they're able to spring him across the 30 and down to the 27-yard line for a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, his best gain of the game thus far. And Indians looking good right here. They got it down inside the 30, Michael. They need to take it down and score here, tie this game up.
Yeah, that's a big play to get you the football back, but now you got to take advantage. Herbst will go up under center. Send Pritchard in motion, and they'll give it to Barnes. Barnes trying to bully his way for a first down. Got a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It'll be 3rd and a long 2 for Central.
Yeah, they got him marked just right on that 25-yard line. So.
Yeah, it's about a yard and a half, actually, they need to get to. Need to get to the 23 for a first down. You're on the 25. So you get it past that 24-yard line, you're essentially there. As Herbst again checks around. Carson Sends Pritchard in motion. They'll give it to Jackson. He's got a first down. Pritchard able to move the sticks down to the 21-yard line. Tom, you only needed 1.5 yards, and you got 3. Maybe make it 4 on the third down carry.
Got to credit the right side of that offensive line. They were able to pinch down. They got both linemen down, moving toward the middle, and that enabled that hole to open up, and it was enough to get a couple yards. And here we go. Red zone in 1 yard.
6 minutes to play. We're halfway through the second quarter. A quickly moving first half here in Richmond. Herbst again going to look around, check out the defense. In Madison motion. They're going to fake the pitch out. They're going to go to the end zone to Morrison. Cody up high. Hauls it in. Are you kidding me? A Sports Center highlight top 10 reel catch by Cody Morrison. Check out this one-handed grab by the Madison Central wide receiver. Goes up to get it, was held. It does not matter as Morrison hauls it in for 6 and stands over top the defender. Why would you not when you make a play like that?
Unbelievable.
What a catch. Odell Beckham Jr.-esque, Tom, on the reception there by Morrison. Extra point coming from Gilbo.
Been watching a kid named Smith from Ohio State doing a lot of one-handed catches too.
Extra point is good. Indians tie it up 7-7 in the second quarter here in Richmond. We got a good one brewing, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're right back on WEKY and WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
Gilbo to kick it away after a highlight reel catch from Cody Morrison that tied things up. It's 7 here midway through the second quarter. Again, you want to try to keep this thing away from Chenault, who's back at the 15 on the near side. Gilbo does kind of squib it to the far side of the field. Returnable as we come here near midfield and wrapped up. Good tackle made there by Hire. And the return made by Braylon Moss, wide receiver for Frederick Douglass. Broncos take over at their own 27 or 32-yard line, Tom. But man, what a play by Cody Morrison. Herbst, again, he doesn't throw the ball much, but when he does, good things happen for the Madison Central offense.
I'm anxious to see when we get the ball back if they're going to continue to cheat up. That hurt them that time. They didn't have any help. It was one-on-one back there. That was it.
So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Left to right they go now on your radio dial if you're listening on WEKY. Low snap. Pass out to the flat to Talbert. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Ran out near the 40. They'll mark him out at the 39-yard line. It's Cody Morrison making the stop there defensively as well.
Man, that one-handed catch, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Climb the ladder and get it and pull it down with one hand. I'm liking me some Ohio State over Oregon tomorrow night.
Trips right, one receiver left. Again, low snap, handoff up the middle. Oh, wrapped up. Nice tackle made, but falling forward might be enough for a first down is Farrell Watts.
Yeah, they're going to send the sticks on down, so just enough. They got it across the hash mark and good to go for a first down. right on the blue M in the center of the field here on the turf field at Tomahawk Valley. Now you can see the cornerbacks of Madison Central playing about 10 yards off.
Oh, good play defensively as Hire this time gets in there in the backfield along with Sean Reese to bring down the ball carrier for a loss of 2 back to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Broncos, Tom. And another, and that's what I think is so impressive about this Madison Central defense. You got Farmer and McElwee we talk about a lot, but you've got guys like Hire. We've seen Reese, Compton, who's not playing tonight. Thomas. They've got so many different guys that can make plays defensively for you. On 2nd down and 12, back to the air they go. Pressure applied by Ogle. Farmer now coming after him. Throwing, and the pass is tipped away by Mathis. Great coverage as Mathis taking that matchup with Avion Chenault so personal, staying with him to the very end and knocking that one free. 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Broncos.
That's the best pursuit of the quarterback we've seen tonight thus far.
Here on the replay, you can see Ogle chasing after him. Then Farmer comes in here right at the very last moment. Mathis tips it away. 3rd and 12. Broncos need to get to the Indians' 48 to move the sticks. It's at their own 40.5 at the moment.
Now Mathis is playing back in his normal corner position back around the 50-yard line. But watch, they've been sending people up on that left side.
Pressure coming, they got him. It's McElwee on the sack. Coming from the blind side. He never saw him coming. A great play. Another Madison Central linebacker coming up to help make the stop.
I am liking the stunning going on by the defense here. As we said, Mathis held his ground that time, and they sent a linebacker.
Check out the replay here, Tom. You can see a delayed blitz by McElwee, and he comes in. There was only one guy there to block both Ogle and McElwee, and the Indians get him down for the loss.
Big play.
Hairston back on the return. Got to be careful here. You don't want to do what Chenault did on the other side. Takes a Madison Central bounce to the 33-yard line. Indians take over there. Tied at 7, 3:37 left to play. Big drive here because Madison Central will get the ball to receive in the second half.
Yeah, you want two. You want to get 2 scores. One here and then take the ball after the halftime break and bring it down again for a score.
At the very least, you want to keep this ball as long as you can to end this quarter. If you don't score, then you don't give the Broncos a chance to do it themselves. Officials coming together here. A little pause in the action. 1st and 10.
That's a pretty decent kick, Michael. He got a good foot on that one, and it took a bounce almost down to the 25, but then it bounced back toward Frederick Douglass, and they lost about 7 yards on the end of that punt.
1st and 10. Mathis sends a man in motion. They'll pitch it out to Hairston near side, and Jeff running into a defender, gaining 3 yards. 2nd down, gaining 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Got a lot of great sponsors on the coverage tonight, Tom. We appreciate Mike Brewer, former Madison Central Indian football player, for sponsoring tonight's coverage. Mike Brewer hoping that his team, his former team, can come through with a big win tonight here on their home field. Tonight's game helped sponsored by Mike Brewer.
MB, baby, MB.
2nd down and 8. As Cody Morrison splits out wide right. Herbst going to go up under center. In Mathis in motion, they'll give it, or they're going to run the option. Bryant catches the pitch out. Running far side, Mathis. 1st down and more for Bryant as he runs out of bounds near midfield. They'll mark him out at the 47-yard line. A beautiful option play from Herbst as he kept it, drew the defense in, pitched it out for Mathis, who gains enough to get a 1st down and plenty more.
Again, great blocking by not only the receivers out there on the right side, but the right side of that line doing their job. Getting through the line and getting a linebacker, preventing the pursuit that Frederick Douglass is so good at from their linebacker positions.
The ball over on the right hash at the 47-yard line. Herbst going up under center again. Gives it to Mathis running near side this time, and Bryant not much of a hole there as he gains about a half yard to bring up a 2nd down and We'll give him a yard. So second down and 9. 2.5 to play. And again, you can start to kind of work this clock. If you don't get in the end zone, just trying to work this clock down long enough to limit the number of ticks the Broncos can get on the other side.
Nelson Arakiza on the stop that time, Michael.
Been practicing that?
I wanted to say it one time.
Herbst handoff, and nice little gain by Barnes up the middle. They're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line. So third down and about 5 for Central's offense. Under 2 minutes to play.
I like your stat keeping. If I was a running back, make sure Michael's doing my stats.
Third and they're going to say 6. So he got about 2 yards. Going to run the option again. Herbst finds a hole, and Carson's got a first down. And a flag comes in. A helmet-to-helmet hit from a Frederick Douglass defender. Will tack on 15 more and put this thing inside the 30-yard line, Tom. Right here at the end of the play. Check it out here on our replay. They run the option again, and Carson, after keeping it himself, finds a hole. You can see right here at the end. Boom, right there, a helmet-to-helmet hit from number 27 of Frederick Douglass. That's Jaden Parks. Nope, excuse me, that's a Central roster. Number 27, it's Keon Kahn, defensive back. Will tack on 15 more and a chance for Central now to tack on some points late in this second quarter.
See what he calls with this.
So it wasn't a personal foul. They just spotted at the 34-yard line. So it wasn't a 15-yarder. They tack on 5 yards to the end of the run. And it's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 95 seconds to play. Central with all 3 timeouts left here in the first half. And we've got a whistle. We're going to use one of those timeouts.
Timeout, yeah.
7-7 your score. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break on WEKY and WBON TV.
And at the half, EKU leads State 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Indians come out of the timeout, 1st and 10. Going to run the option again with Herbst. Carson keeping it himself inside the 20, still has the football, and finally tackled inside the 10-yard line as the Indians have it 1st and goal. And a beautiful run once again from Carson Herbst, Tom, showing his maturation as a young sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, they're giving him the play. Watch this.
Beautiful run. And stiff arms a defender there, brought down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. So still a long way to go to cap off this drive with 1:12 to play. But you can essentially at least tack on 3 if you don't get the touchdown here.
Yeah, they're close enough to get a field goal here. So fortunately, we've kicked 2. We're 2 for 2 field goal tries this season.
Herbst gives it to Barnes. Corinthians going to get about 2 down to the 7.
Ran him toward the middle of the field, too, which is interesting.
Indians going to call a timeout here. 51 seconds left to play. And once again, check in with one of our great game sponsors tonight. Special thanks to Mike Brewer, former Madison Central, and you can see him there, wore number 20 back in his heyday. He was up here last week at homecoming. Tom had his Letterman jacket hanging up, and Mike Brewer is sponsoring our coverage tonight of this Madison Central football game. We got so many great sponsors, though. You look, Jerry Goebel, State Farm Insurance, CT Diesel Performance, Bishop Small Engine Repair, the Red Poppy. One of our, I tell you what, stop by the Red Poppy today, Tom. The kids picked them out a pumpkin apiece. And special thanks over there to Jeremy, the owner of the Red Poppy. If you've never been there, folks, you're really missing out. They've got some really good drinks. They've got so many different gifts, and we're nearing that time where holidays are right around the corner. Stop in there and check out some of the great gift options at the Red Poppy. And if you're not following them on Facebook, you're really missing out. He's doing some great giveaways. A trip to Hawaii. How does that sound? Well, you got to like the Red Poppy on Facebook to find out how you can win a trip to Hawaii, courtesy of the Red Poppy on Facebook.
Aloha.
7-7 your score. Herbst going to go up under center. Man in motion is Pritchard. They'll give it to Reese. I believe that's Sean Reese falling forward. He'll get it all the way down to the 1-yard line, setting up a 3rd and goal at the 1. And another timeout going to be called by Frederick Douglass this time with 42 seconds left to play. Let's take a 30-second commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't miss any of the action here on WEKY and WBON TV.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
3rd down and goal at the 2-yard line, Tom, and this has got to be Bryant Mathis territory, don't you think?
Absolutely, and I'm hoping that they run that little student body left like they did with him last time. He had plenty of room over there and was able to dance it in.
Reese is the fullback, lined up behind Herbst. Herbst's going to keep it himself, bouncing around. He stood up and kept out of the end zone. Carson not going to be able to get in. He did get it down to the 1, so we gained a yard. The Indians not going to get the touchdown, and it looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field, Tom. And I'll tell you what, I like this aggressiveness. If you're going against Frederick Douglass, you got to score a touchdown. Let's go for it here on 4th and goal. 16 seconds left. Herbst. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout from Coach William Blair. Just want to make sure they get the right play call in. Maybe you talk it over and kick a field goal here. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Tied at 7. Madison Central and Frederick Douglass. One of the biggest games in the state tonight, happening right here in Richmond. Good crowd on hand. Broncos brought a good crowd from Lexington. Hugh Davis, Ron Harrison in the booth with us, and everybody with their eyes on this one. There's another really big matchup in Class 6A as well this evening. And just some really good football being played here tonight on this football field.
And you couldn't ask for a nicer night. Very, very comfortable for high school football. Friday Night Lights at Tomahawk Valley. I like that number on the scoreboard. It was lucky for the Indians last week.
Yeah, St. X and DuPont Manual also playing tonight. 2 of the top 3 teams RPI-wise in Class 6A. So that's a big one as well.
See how many seconds are left there,
Yeah,
Michael?
12 seconds. Just what we had last week when we scored the game-winning touchdown. Herbst, handoff. Reese, end zone. Touchdown, Indians. What? There, no signal yet. Are they going to say they kept him out? Everybody, they're going to say Frederick Douglass football. Wow. The officials say no touchdown. Let's see if we can get the replay here. Herbst hands it off to Reese, and he's got that ball across. That is a touchdown. The officials say no touchdown, and William Blair cannot believe the call. 7 seconds left. Central kept out of the end zone, and that, tell you what, Tom, it's high school football. They do not review the play, and Frederick Douglass catches a break there.
Well, I guess they felt like the whole body must have had to get in the end zone, because the ball, you could see on the replay, was definitely breaking the plane.
He had a foot inside the end zone with the ball at his chest, and Derek McElwee with his camera down there from That's Moose McElway's dad. He's showing everybody on the sidelines that was a touchdown. Now Frederick Douglass backed up inside their own 1. The quarterback falls forward, and that'll be the final play of the second quarter. Tied at 7 as we go to the locker room. Madison Central and Frederick Douglass in a tight one here, and Coach Blair still cannot believe that the officials did not give his team 6 points here on their home field. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll come back here for the halftime show on WEKY and WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Madison Central High School, Tom Gross, Michael Watkins. Tom, the band about to perform, but everybody right now is still kind of focused on that touchdown that did not get called across the goal line for Madison Central.
Here's the rule. Even the tip of the ball gets above that white line in the end zone, it's a touchdown. And the replay clearly showed that the ball was across the end zone line. Now, here you got a team of professionals with cameras covering that play, knew it was going to be an important play, and it's very rare in high school football that you can't put a camera up above the press box in one location and get a play like that and a replay like we got. So.
Yeah, we obviously can see it. Now, the referees can't use our replay either, but it's just, it's so, in a game of this magnitude, to miss a call like that can really come back and be a deciding factor in this type of game. It'll be hard for Madison Central to swallow, but here's the thing. Coach Blair will go in there and tell his guys, hey, look, we got down there.
Yeah.
We got to overcome it. Let's just keep doing what we've been doing. It worked there in the first half. When we come out, we received the ball in the third quarter. And let's take advantage of it here. The Madison Central band is lining up to perform. We are going to show the performance here at the half, so be sure to stay tuned for that as Coach David Jaggy with one of the best marching bands across the entire state. So they'll do their thing here at the halftime, and just an incredible first half here. Madison Central, Frederick Douglass tied at 7. That play right there, man, that might have been the most impressive play we've seen all year as Cody Morrison went up and hauled that one in. But here's the one that didn't get called. Reese got it across the goal line. It looked clear as day here. Obviously, the officials, they are the ones that decide whether it's a touchdown or not. They did not give it to him. So at the half, we are still knotted up at 7 apiece. A special thanks to our game sponsor tonight, Mike Brewer, for sponsoring our coverage of tonight's game here in Richmond. Former Madison Central Indian football player, wore number 20 back in his heyday. Mike Brewer, the sponsor of our coverage tonight. One of our many great sponsors. We want to say thanks to all of them for helping us bring out the coverage tonight. We've got some big scores around the area as well. Dunbar leading Tates Creek at the end of 3, 21-13. Scott County over top of South Oldham, 14-0. Bryan Station, that's one that we'll have our eyes on tonight. Bryan Station leading GRC 14-0 at the end of 1. And Lafayette 7-3 lead over Henry Clay. Some scores around the area here in Central Kentucky. Some big ones taking place here in Class 6A. DuPont, Manual, and Male. St. X, all those Louisville schools now starting to get into their district games. So some big ones taking place all across Class 6A. But really, we are having fun here. This has been a really drawn out, impressive with the way the offenses are playing, the defenses are playing here in the first half. Tied at 7 apiece as the Madison Central Marching Band will now do their thing, and we'll pause here with Tom and I on the broadcast.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap. At Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living.
offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
Welcome back in to Tomahawk Valley at Richmond, Kentucky. Madison Central, Frederick Douglass. Two teams have made their way back out onto the field. And at the halftime, tied at 7, and some big plays taking place there in the first half. The two biggest plays, obviously, the muff punt by Avion Chenault that gave Central a chance to tie it up, took advantage of. And then the non-touchdown call that went the wrong way against Madison Central. And all the fans on the Madison Center on our Facebook watch letting us know that that thing was a cross. Again, you can check it out here on the replay, Reese. I mean, that's across the goal line. The Indians did not get the touchdown call, and we'll see if they can score a touchdown. Now, they do receive the ball here in the third quarter to get things started. Got to just take off right where you left off, Tom.
Let's see what you think out there in TV land. Comment on our Facebook feed there. What you think? Did he have the ball in the end zone? Was it a score? It sure looks like it from here.
Yeah. Looked like he got across. Indians playing both these teams playing really good defense, and it's really a tale of two quarters. Douglass had the ball pretty much the entirety of the first quarter. Central had it for the entirety of the second quarter, essentially. And at the half, it's tied at 7. Third quarter about to begin as the Indians will receive the third quarter kickoff, and it's going to be returned by an up man. It's number 4, Jonah Haskins, on the return for the Indians.
Yeah, Lawless looked like he was getting ready to blast it, and it went straight up in the air. He got his foot under it a little bit, I think, and gives a pretty decent field position here for the Indians.
123 yards for Douglass, 122 for Madison Central. I mean, these two teams are deadlocked here at the half. Both teams with 6 first downs. I mean, it has been some good, hard-nosed football through 2 quarters.
Big drive here for the Indians.
Herbst back up under center. They'll hand it off up the gut. Not much running room there for Corinthian Barnes. Barnes got about a yard. Second down and 9 coming up. Multiple Bronco defenders there and on the stomp. And Tom Central haven't really had a ton of success running the football up the middle, but they have had it out on the perimeter when they've given it to Pritchard or Mathis, or when Herbst has kept it himself on the option. They've done good at getting chunk plays out of the run game when they went outside of the hashes. Second down and 9. Carson again handing off, this time Mathis. Bryant tries to cut it back up the middle, and he'll go nowhere. Second down and 9 turns into a third and a long 8, and an Indian offensive lineman slow to get up. That's number 66. And he is still down there on the ground, already without Camden Burke up front offensively, and now another offensive lineman down for Madison Central. And now that's a spot where you really can't lose anybody. And we've had some pretty daggone good offensive linemen. Will Snell is the injured offensive lineman down right now, able to hop up. Gonna need some help to get over to the sideline. But you think about some offensive lines that we've had. I mean, you had the Malachi Wood when he was a senior and a junior. You've got the Howard kid that went to Aiden Howard that went to Miami of Ohio. Malachi Wood, of course, playing up at the University of Kentucky right now. So there have been a lot of really good offensive linemen. Larry Wolford, who played here a long time ago, played in the NFL for a long time. So we've had a lot of good offensive linemen come through the ranks of Madison Central football. It's third down and A long 8, short 9. Indians got a long way to go to move the sticks here. You do not want to go 3 and out on your opening drive. Herbst going to throw, rolling out right. He's got a man wide open. Pritchard, if he can find him, he can't, but he does find Ogle. And Nate Ogle open enough to move the sticks up near the 45-yard line. And Carson at his best when he is on the move. That time he found Ogle for a first down.
Yeah, Jones Growling was playing the free safety for Frederick Douglass, Michael, and he was beat on that play. They didn't see the deep man there, but a great offensive play and a good crossing pattern by the receiver there for the Indians.
Would have been hard for him to go across his body on the move to get that one deep to Pritchard. So it might have been the smarter decision to find Ogle for the first down. Here, defensively, a play read well by Frederick Douglass as Herbst falls forward for a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Carson improving, maturing game by game this season, Michael. He's getting the job done. If you would have told somebody he's a sophomore and just starting in that position this year, they wouldn't believe you.
Such a good athlete. Against Great Crossing 2 weeks ago, had to do some kicking duties as well and looked pretty good doing that. Got Mathis in motion. And they'll give it to the first man through. Barnes, and again, there's just no success running the football up the middle against this Bronco defense. Another yard gained, bringing up a 3rd down and 8. Maddox Saylor will come into the game as Central might see him go with Herbst in the shotgun on this 3rd and long. Haven't seen Herbst not up under center this evening, but he has shown that a couple of times this year. Nope, he will go back up under center, but we've got a pair of wide receivers now. Saylor wide right, and Morrison here on the near side wide left. Mathis in motion. Herbst will give it to Barnes, and again, there is just no running room up the middle. No gain, 3rd and 8, now 4th and 8, and the Indians will have to punt.
Yeah, I don't understand the play calling there unless they're trying to set up for the next series, and that could be the case. Let's do what we did in the first half. We run, and then we throw the ball.
So Gilboa will punt again to Chenault. The only time he's punted tonight, it ended up as a muff by Chenault. And Central ended up scoring on the ensuing drive. High end over end. This one will go straight out of bounds near the 30. And the Broncos will take over there. Good field position once again for Frederick Douglass as they begin their first drive of the 3rd quarter. Glad to have you along with us. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins, WEKY, and on WBON TV. If you're watching us on our WBON TV Facebook page, let us know where you're tuning in from. We appreciate all of our many listeners and viewers. We could not do this without a great audience to have the eyes and ears tuning us in tonight, and we appreciate all of you folks that are watching here on WBON TV. 1st down and 10. Low snap handoff. And a big play for Frederick Douglass. Still on his feet is Allen. Morrison finally able to track him down inside the 20, but a huge momentum shift in this game as the Broncos have it inside the red zone all the way down to the Madison Central 19-yard line.
Tay go that way.
Tay Allen on the carry for Frederick Douglass. And a huge gain inside the 20. Broncos going to go with no huddle. And it kind of comes back to bite them as Ogle's in there to bring down the quarterback for a 1-yard loss. Troutman looked like some miscommunication there with him and his tailback. He went to hand it off, and the tailback wasn't ready for it. Loss of a yard, maybe 2. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, kind of scratching my head on that one. I think that's one that coach would like to have back. Maybe you take the time to set up the play. They're trying to play a little up-tempo now.
2nd down and long. Troutman now settles back in the pistol. Handoff to Smith. And he's going to be stood up at the 15. So a gain of 6, and it will bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Broncos. Need to get it inside the 10 and down to the 9. So 3rd and 6. Frederick Douglass going left to right on your radio dial if you're listening to us on WEKY.
I want to see the defense do a little okey-doke on this play here.
Haven't had one of those this year, Tom.
No, not yet. It's coming, though. I got a feeling.
And the pistol. Indians showing blitz on the back out of it. Stroutman, low snap, handoff, and he's hit immediately, but still on his feet. Finally, Farmer comes in to wrap him up and bring him down for a loss back to the 18-yard line. But great defense by Madison Central as they once again get in the backfield to bring down the ball carrier. And it's 4th and 9 and another 4th down conversion attempt coming up for Frederick Douglass, and they are going to go for it, Tom.
Yeah, after the field goal attempt got shanked to the left, they're too far out now to try it again.
Yeah, this would be about a 35-yarder.
Yeah, 35, 37.
Got to keep an eye on Avion Chenault. He's the go-to target for Stroutman, and why wouldn't he be? One of the best athletes in Central Kentucky. Here's the snap. They want to run a little trickery with Chenault. He's being chased and pushed out of bounds, and that's going to be super close to a first down. Was able to kind of tiptoe down the sideline, and that is going to be so close. We might have to have a measurement, but the sticks is right there. No good. First down, Madison Central as they take over following a turnover on downs.
Wow.
Check it out here on the replay, Tom. They pitch it out to Chenault. Central had multiple guys giving chase, but he shows how good of an athlete he is and goes out of bounds at the last second. I tell you what, on that replay, it looked like he'd had a first down there.
Well,
football is a game of inches. They didn't give us one on that end, but they give us one here on defense. And now you got to take advantage of it. You keep them out of the end zone. Again, that bend but don't break mentality defensively. And now we need some points. 1st and 10, Central backed up at their own 9-yard line. Herbst sends a man in motion. Going to fake the option and running up the middle. There's some positive yardage on a handoff up the gut.
A little better that time, about half the distance they need for the first down.
Yeah, they mark it at the 14, so 2nd and 5. And Herbst, again, he hasn't thrown it much to that, but he's 2 of 2 when letting it fly.
Yeah.
Got a completion to Morrison that went 21 yards for 6, and then the big first down conversion on their opening drive of this quarter to Nate Ogle. Need to get to the 20 for a first down here, just past the 19. Herbst up under center again. Man in motion is Mathis. They'll give it up the gut to Barnes, and he'll gain a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Not much running room again, and it'll bring up 3rd and short as we tick under 5 minutes to play before this ball will get snapped. This Frederick Douglass defense has been on the field a long time following the close of that first quarter. It's a good thing for Central. Not only do you keep that defense on the field and you start to wear them down, but you keep that high-powered Bronco offense on the sideline. Carson on 3rd and a long 3. It's Hairston in motion. They pitch it out to him, and Jeff hurdles a man and has a first down. Hairston leaps up into the air, hurdles a defender, and will move the sticks to the 20-yard line. Doing his best Tom Gross impression there.
Yeah.
Check it out here on the replay. Hairston with a okey doke as
there
he
it is.
Hops over the defender and he moves the sticks to the 21.
That's a gold medal performance in the Paris Olympics right
Man, there. Jeff Hairston, so much fun to watch. This team's so much fun to watch. And now we got a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 21. Central going right to left on your radio dial. We near the 4:15 mark of the 3rd quarter here in Richmond. Handoff. Barnes, man, he was hit hard in the back. Got spun around and coming in to lay a hard hit on Corinthian Barnes is number 24. That's to Corey Fields, the middle linebacker. Barnes gains 3 up to the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Morrison wide right. One-on-one matchup there with Marco Hill. Mathis in motion. And Herbst was trying to run the option play, but just never got free of a defender. Could not get rid of the football. Mathis was open, but there was no way to get it to him. No gain. 3rd and now 7 for the Indians.
Yeah, one of the linebackers shot a gap right there and got his hand in there and just like tripped somebody up, and that just everybody went into it like a big pile right there. So no gain on the play.
A big 3rd down coming up. We dip under 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 6. Need to get to the 31 for a 1st down. Want to run the option. Herbst nowhere to go, and he'll get it just across the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Indians unable to move the sticks. Got 1 1st down, but after a fresh set, unable to move them again, and it'll be 4th and a chance to punt once again for Peyton Gilbo. And Avion Chenault, who's got really only one big play in this game. It was a big 43-yard catch in the 1st quarter that set up their only score of the game. Got to be careful with him here. Gilbo, man, that one was shanked on the near side. Frederick Douglass will get the football in Madison Central territory. Gilbo really didn't get a chance to get much on. He had some pressure coming from his right side, his right foot. And
had a high snap, too, which didn't help anything.
And now it's 1st and 10. They're going to say Frederick Douglass football at the Indians' 38-yard line. Man, that is a good chance for the Broncos to take advantage of it. Central's defense has come up big plenty of times tonight. Only a 13-yard punt for Peyton Gilbo. So Strautman back to work in the pistol. They run a man on late. That's Smith. He'll line up on the right side and now go into the slot on the right side of Strautman. So 2 receivers to the near side of the field, the short side, as Strautman hands it off up the middle. And stood up is Pharaoh Watts, the tailback. Got 3 to the 35-yard line, 2nd and 7. And it's Farmer and McElwee combined to make the stop.
See the guy that did that song, Because I'm Happy.
It was Pharaoh.
Oh, no, that was Pharrell.
Pharrell, there you go. Yeah,
maybe that's what he goes by. It's spelled the same way.
I was thinking Pharaoh. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They did not tune in to hear me sing, that's for sure.
I would.
Strautman, handoff, Smith this time. He's got a big hole, and that could be 6. Smith with 1 man to beat, cuts it back, and a touchdown for Frederick Douglass as Smith takes it 38 yards, and a couple of flags coming in late as the Broncos start to chirp a bit. That'll help the kickoff for Central, but a touchdown for Frederick Douglass as Smith goes right up the middle for 38 yards and 6 points. Yeah, we'll get the official with the flag, with the penalty. So they'll swing the gate right and try to take a 7-point lead, Tom, and I think the wind kind of taken out of the stadium right now here in Richmond. They'll attempt the PAT.
We're going to send Jimmy around the left. Now don't get caught watching the paint dry.
Extra point pending. It's up, and it's through the uprights. 14-7, Frederick Douglass. Minute 24 left to play in the 3rd quarter on WEKY and WBON TV.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, The Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at The Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At Amco Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at Amco, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And Amco has a longer warranty. Come see us at Amco Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Madison Central want to get good field position here, Tom, as this kickoff backed up to the 25-yard line. Got to do something with it, though. Hairston going to call for it, muffed it, has to go pick it up. He does. And Jeff up the right sideline. Oh, he is picked up and slung down. And a big tackle made by Frederick Douglass at the 30-yard line where the Indians take over. Surprised there was no flag there. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Might have been the Great Crossing game where a Central player picked up and kind of, in a wrestling term, German suplexed a Great Crossing player. They threw a flag against Central in that game. Here, kind of a same scenario where the defender just picked up Hairston, slung him down. No flag following the tackle. So 1st and 10 Central. Got to get the offense going again. It was going good there in that second quarter. Now Herbst's going to throw. Looking at Morrison, and that was going to be a little bit too far out in front of Cody as Herbst took a shot. Pass falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Marco Hill, the free safety, in on the coverage here for Frederick Douglass.
It's pretty much been Hill and Morrison out on an island by themselves this evening. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line of Madison Central. Now down 14-7.
Same thing as we saw a while ago. Put a man out, cut him right across the middle, and hit him there. You're going to have some openings in there and be able to pick up some good yardage.
Send Pritchard in motion. They give it to Jackson. And positive yardage as he falls forward to the 35. Gain of 6. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. And the big 3rd down coming up as we now dip under 1 minute remaining in this 3rd quarter. On a foggy night here in Richmond, Madison Central Indians had a touchdown wiped off the board when the officials said that Sean Reese did not get across the goal line with about 7 seconds left to play in the 2nd quarter.
I beg to differ, sir.
Yeah. We've got evidence otherwise.
Yes.
3rd and 4. Carson. Going to hand it off to Mathis. Bryant cuts it back up the middle. There is just no running room there. Got a yard, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3. Oh, that's a bad spot, too. Make it 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. 4th down and 4, excuse me. I'll get it right eventually, Tom. As the 3rd quarter ticks down in Richmond, Indians now down 14-7. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. 4th quarter on the other side on WBKY and WBON TV.
Cars of Kentucky is a proud sponsor of Eastern Kentucky University Athletics. In Richmond, we bleed maroon. Go Colonels. And when you're ready for your next pre-owned automobile, swing on over to Cars of Kentucky. Cars of Kentucky has vehicles starting at $3,000 and up, so we literally have something for every budget. 356 Big Hill Avenue in Richmond, or check them out, carsofkentucky.com. Let's go Colonels!
Your vehicle's safety and integrity depend on its windows, which means a small crack can lead to big problems. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, the experts at Aero Auto Glass can have your car's windows looking like new in no time. With mobile service available in Lexington, Richmond, and surrounding areas, you can have your car serviced close to home. If you have damaged auto glass, call the professionals at Aero Auto Glass, 866-975-4527.
Fourth down and a decision early on in this 4th quarter for Coach William Blair. It's 4th and 3. And the Indians, Tom, sending the offense back out onto the field. I like the aggressiveness here.
Well, you want to beat this team, so you got to make this. You just got to convert.
Herbst sends Pritchard in motion. They're going to throw. Carson pressured, going deep to Ogle. Nate dives for it. No flag. It looked as if the defender might have been pulling at Nate's arms a bit.
And then shoved him as he went by.
Let's check out the replay here. See if we can see some pushing and shoving on this play. Herbst, again, pressured. There was a little tug right there by the defender. Number 15 in on the stop. It's Eli Mongango. And the officials keeping the flag in their pocket. And the Broncos have it 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. And this Frederick Douglass team, Tom, again, they're not as dominant as they have been in recent years, but they still have a lot of guys that can make plays for you. 1st and 10 with Stroutman in the pistol. He'll hand it off, running near side. Another big hole for Tate Allen as he gets it across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line, bringing up a 2nd down and 2.
Tate is a good athlete, but I tell you, I watched that time, and that whole left side of the Frederick Douglass line had somebody in blue either blocked to the inside or backwards, and that's what creates those big runs.
2nd and short. Stroutman with the wide receiver near side. Chenault split out wide right. Early on in the 4th quarter, Indians going for it on 4th down, didn't convert. And now Stroutman going to hand it off. Allen again breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and Allen will take it in for a touchdown. 27 yards out into the end zone. Tate Allen and Frederick Douglass again going to be called for taunting as a flag comes out near the 15-yard line, and Broncos love to talk that talk, and now they're starting to walk the walk along with it, Tom. Extra point pending after the official gives the penalty against Frederick Douglass. It was number 64, Jackson Dials, that was chirping with the Madison Central defensive player. And now down by 14, Indians. Come on. There's still plenty of time left in this ball game, but might be time to let Carson Herbst do what Carson Herbst did last week on that final drive, and that's just let him go out there and play some playground-style football. Coach Blair wants to call a timeout as he's asking, I think he's asking to talk to one of the officials. Blair walking out onto the field, and he's asking one of the officials to come over and chat. With 11:07 left to play, it is a timeout, Madison Central, and Coach Blair will have a quick chat with the official. Gives us a good chance here to say thank you to many of our great sponsors, including Mike Brewer, former Madison Central Indian football player, wore number 20 back in his playing days for the Indians. And right now, I'm sure the Indians could use some Mike Brewer. I don't know how good Mike was, though, Tom. He might have been, I'm sure he wasn't as athletic as Sam Farmer, but Mike Brewer,
I don't know.
Former Indians football player, happy to support his former team.
MB, baby. MB.
All right, 20-7 your score. Extra point pending here for Frederick Douglass, and Coach Blair one more time having a quick conversation with the official. That was what that timeout was all about.
Yeah, he did it the right way, though. You call the official over. You don't make a scene. You talk to it, turn your back so nobody can hear what you're saying, and he got his piece said.
Extra point right through the middle of the uprights. 21-7 Broncos, 11:07 left to play in the 4th quarter on WEKY and WBON TV.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Maddox, Saylor, and Hairston back to return for Central. Hairston will return it from the 11-yard line. And Jeff trying to get away from a Frederick Douglass Bronco. Could not do it as he's brought down at the 21-yard line, and the Indians now down by 2 scores, Tom. Now you got to think, you got to open up the offense some.
Yeah, Elijah Ward in on the stop for Frederick Douglass. I don't care for their nickname.
The Broncos?
Yeah.
It's different. It's unique. How about EKU playing the Thunderbirds tomorrow in Southern Utah? I do like that one.
Yeah, I like the Thunderbirds.
Herbst's going to go up under center. Saylor, I make that Morrison wide left. Hairston here on the near side as a split back. And they'll give it to Jeff running to the far side, and Hairston's got running room. Jeff near midfield being chased, still on his feet, and Hairston finally ridden out of bounds near the 20-yard line. They're going to say he was pushed out at the 25, and that's how you get some offense started. Open up the playbook with one of your fastest players getting a end around and taking it all the way inside Douglas territory to the Bronco 25-yard line.
Nice.
Some life offensively. 53 yards for Hairston on the run.
Yeah, nice blocking by everyone on that left side that allowed that play to work. Had they not blocked, there's no way he would have gotten around that left side. And
kind of sealed the edge for him, and Hairston did the rest.
Wide receiver made a nice block out there, and he, with his speed, was able to turn the corner and turned it into a fantastic run.
Now 1st and 10. Herbst again going to go back up under center. Let's punch one in here. Still plenty of time left in this ball game, down 21-7. Herbst going to throw. Looking out, he's got Ogle and just overshot the senior tight end by a yard or so. And the pass falls incomplete, bringing up a 2nd down and 10.
I'm agitated because of the pushing of the wide receiver. That was obvious. That defender used 2 hands and shoved the wide receiver, even though the ball's not right there for the play.
The Central.
If you're looking for the ball, it's a different thing. When you're not looking for the ball and all you're looking to do is shove the wide receiver, they should be throwing the flag on that.
2nd down and 10. Morrison heading over to the sideline for this 2nd down play. They give it on a handoff to Pritchard, and Jackson gets it across the 20 and down to the 19-yard line, gaining 6, bringing up a much more manageable 3rd and short. 3rd down and 4, and you're probably, Tom, down by 14. This is 4-down territory, so you got at least 2 downs to pick up this 4 yards.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes and 20 seconds here left in the game in regulation. Need a score here. They're down there deep enough. Let's see if they can punch it in.
Herbst looking to throw. Carson rolling out right. Throws, and that pass tipped up into the air, and it falls incomplete as they were looking in the direction of Nate Ogle once again. Ogle's had several targets tonight, but that time good coverage defensively by Frederick Douglass as that one falls down to the ground, and it brings up a big 4th down coming up for Madison Central. Was there a flag? The officials taking their time. There was a flag. Let's see who it was against. Pass interference against the Broncos.
They finally called it.
That is a big play as it will set the Indians up inside the 10. Let's see where they spotted at. They're going to stay at the 11-yard line. So it will be a 1st down and 10. As Herbst goes up under center. Now Carson hands it off to Corinthian Barnes. Barnes stood up at the line of scrimmage. And he got about a yard, maybe 2, as he continued to move those legs forward, Tom. You know, Barnes and Reese, the two stockier, bigger of the running backs for Central. 2nd down and 8 as Barnes did get a couple. Reese now lines up as fullback. Mathis near side as a wing back, and Pritchard on the far side. They send Pritchard in motion. They're going to run the option. Herbst will keep it. Carson spun around and inside the 5, brought down near the 2-yard line. They mark it back at the 3, so it's 3rd down and 1 as the Indians try to cut this deficit down to just 7. And again, you got 2 plays to try to get 1 yard here. They can get a 1st down at the 2-yard line. Carson Herbst under center. Sends Pritchard in motion, turns around, gives it to Reese, and this time he waltzes in. 4-6, no doubt about this one. Sean Reese into the end zone. And the Indians have cut the deficit at the moment down to 8 with the extra point pending. And check out the handoff here to Reese Tom as he runs to the far side. And a good block by Mathis to help Sean Reese punch that one into the end zone. 21-13 your score, and they'll bring on the swinging gate formation and try to make it 21-14 with the Broncos out in front.
Now, Jimmy, we want you to take the last shot. We're going to run the old picket fence.
Herbst will hold, and Peyton Gilboa will come on for the PAT. 8:50 left to play. Still a lot of time remaining. A huge answer there offensively for the Indians.
Big time.
High snap, kick is up. That one might have got tipped, but it doesn't matter. Gilboa puts it through the uprights. 21-14. Indians down by 7. Got to get a stop defensively when we come back on WEKY and WBON TV.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
ABR Auto Recyclers in Richmond is buying your beat up and broke down cars. Have an old vehicle sitting around that you never got around to working on, or that old wreck in the backyard that you're sick of looking at? Call ABR Auto Recyclers at 859-369-5844. Not running? No problem. If you have an old vehicle, ABR Auto Recyclers wants to buy it. Get cash for your old car. ABR Auto Recyclers, 2294 Box Ankle Road in Richmond.
Back to the action here in Richmond, and Broncos going to just fall on it here at the 31-yard line. Before we get back to the action, Tom, I do want to say congratulations to a couple of different teams. The Madison Central boys golf team, for the 3rd straight year, your boys state golf champion, Kyle Congleton and his guys. Kind of a roller coaster ride of the 2nd round. Had a big lead after round 1, but able to pull it out late in round 2 as they knocked off Louisville Trinity to win their 3rd straight boys state golf championship. And the girls a big lead after round 1 today down in Bowling Green. They'll wrap up play tomorrow. Also, congratulations to the Madison Central girls soccer team and the Madison Southern boys soccer team, both winning district championships last night. Here on this field, ball's loose. Central, I believe, has fallen on top of it. Frederick Douglass fumbled the football, and at the moment, it looks like Frederick Douglass able to fall back on top of it. Huge heads-up play there by Pharaoh Watts as that ball fell out, and Watts able to fall on top of it to save possession. They do lose 2 yards, Tom, but you keep the football in your control for the moment.
Yeah, Derek McElwee had his hand down in there trying to dig that ball out. That was a nice scrum underneath the pile.
2nd down and 12. For the Broncos. Stroutman does go back to the ground. It's Watts on the carry.
There you go.
He's able to get back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up a 3rd down and 10. And a huge 3rd down at that. If the Indians are going to stop on this play, and you get the football back.
Yeah, they need to. They can stop them here, get the ball, give them plenty of time to take it down again and put one in.
Central fans starting to come alive here. Broncos need the 41 for a first down. Two guys to watch out for, Talbert and Avion Chenault. Those are the two big weapons for Stratman should he throw the football. And on 3rd and 10, it's a throwing down.
And don't forget Tay-Tay.
Stratman in the pistol. Indians showing blitz. They come with it. Stratman throws over the middle. Picked off! Caught by Pritchard on the interception. And Jackson wrestled down at the 41-yard line. Great defense once again. And it's Jackson Pritchard picking off the pass of Stratman and giving his team life here late in the 4th. Check it out here on the replay. Indians show blitz. Stratman looking at his top target, but he went high above Avion Chenault, and Central able to pick it off and setting up a first down and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Indians.
And what a play. Great heads-up defense that time. They were trying to get a quick hitter, and had he not been able to come down with that ball and that been complete, that would have been another 6 points for Frederick Douglass.
3rd interception of the season for Jackson Pritchard. A ball-hawking safety / corner for Coach William Blair. Indians go back to work offensively at the Bronco 39. Herb's going to throw. Carson going deep to Pritchard. And again, just a tad bit out of his reach. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. And Tom, on that play, Herbst again had guys open downfield, but he had Bryant Mathis coming on a wheel route out of the backfield, wide open on the far side of the field, just didn't see him.
Yeah. Well, he'll know about it right now.
Ball at the 39-yard line. Central again, looking to get some offense going.
That's one of the advantages of having the ability to come to the sideline, talk to your coach.
Morrison to the near side on the short side of the field, and 2nd and 10. Herbst sends Davion to Bruce in motion. They give it to Barnes up the middle, and he gains 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. We dip under 7 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. And again, probably 4-down territory for Madison Central.
Yeah, this deep in the territory there, they're not going to punt the ball away. They're going to try to go ahead and convert. What they need right now, Michael, is a play to get at least 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, make that 4th down conversion easier.
Yes.
Should you end up going for it, which I believe they will. And as you said, they most likely will this deep in Bronco territory. But you got to get something here on 3rd and 8. Saylor wide right, Morrison wide left. Pritchard in motion. They're going to throw. Looking in the direction of Morrison. Cody battling it out with the defender. And the defender never turned around as he makes the stop. Pass incomplete, and it's 4th and 8. Number 11 on the coverage for the Broncos. That's Marco Hill, who has been matched up with Morrison all night long. Right there in his grill. And the pass falls incomplete. And now a 4th down attempt coming up for Madison Central. Central fans showing their displeasure. And they need the 30, need to get past the 30 for a first down. Carson, again, going under center with Saylor and Morrison split out wide. Broncos showing blitz. Carson throwing. Mathis makes the catch. And spinning around is Bryant Mathis inside the 10, setting up Madison Central for a 1st and goal.
Clutch. Just a clutch play. What a play. Had somebody in his face, was able to deliver the ball right on the money.
Herbst just dropping back. Again, pressured right in his grill. And Bryant Mathis cutting open over the middle of the field. Pass complete. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line with under 6 minutes to play. The Cardiac Indians showing life again. Hand it off Mathis. And he'll gain 2, maybe 3 yards. Bryant, who has been the top tailback for Madison Central, the senior, has made some big plays tonight. Or excuse me, big plays throughout the season. And they're going to need some more from him and this offense. Gain of 3, 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
Number 5, Cedric Works. He's got his eye on Mathis. He's been all over Mathis the entire evening.
Reese at fullback. Herbst under center. Takes the snap with Pritchard in motion. Carson will keep it. Runs right up the middle. And got to be careful if you're Reese there. You don't want to pick up a flag this deep into Bronco territory. Now you're at the 4-yard line and what will be a 3rd down and goal. And Tom, that time if Carson could have somehow broke it out to the left, he's got a touchdown there. With his type of speed, they bring in Jeff Hairston. Don't be surprised if we see another end around with maybe Hairston or Mathis coming in motion.
A lot of room to run on that left side as they're tight on the near hash line.
It is 4-down territory. Herbst again under center on 4th or 3rd and goal. It is Hairston in motion. That's who they give it to. Running right left. Hairston going to be pushed back and slung down out of bounds back at the 9-yard line. They ran that same play to get them deep inside Bronco territory on their last drive, Tom. But here it backfires as they're pushed back all the way to the 9-yard line. And now a decision for William Blair. Ball going to be spotted at the 7, make it the 8-yard line. You could go for a field goal here because you got to get points, but they're going to like to go for it here on 4th and goal at the 8.
Not enough time left to go field goal here. You've got to go ahead and try to score. Game on the line right here, Michael.
Herbst up under center. Broncos almost jumped. Carson looks back over at the sideline, and the Indians, I believe, are going to call a timeout.
Yeah, that's what they went out for, to try to get that defense to come off sides.
Let's step aside for a 30-second commercial break. Some big action and a huge play on the other side of this timeout on WBKY and WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
Back to the action here on WEKY and WBON TV. Indians on 4th and goal from the 8-yard line are going to line up for an attempt here and try to get this in the end zone. Tom, it's touchdown or nothing.
Yes.
On this 4th and goal play. Herb's going to go up under center. Morrison here wide right, matched up with Hill. Pritchard in motion. Herbst dancing around, in trouble. Carson trying to get into the end zone. He will be tackled at the 5-yard line, kept out of the end zone, and the Indian defense has to come back out to work with 3:21 left to play in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I think the play got broken up there. He was looking to Morrison on the right side as he had a one-on-one over there, but as it turned out, he had to spin and get out of trouble and did his best to get it as close to the goal line as he could.
Folks, if you're watching us tonight on WBON TV, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or on our cable systems, please let us know. Go over to our WBON TV Facebook page and let us know where you are watching and how you are watching. If you're watching our streams, let us know how you're getting those, if it's Facebook or YouTube, or on our live player at WBONTV.com. And off to Allen. And he's going to be tackled at the 5-yard line. They actually marked Herbst down at the 2. So on the handoff to Allen, he gets 3 on 1st and 10, bringing up a 2nd down and 7. As we dip under now, 3 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Indians only with 1 timeout left, Tom. That's the biggest issue, because if Frederick Douglass gets 1 first down, he can pretty much salt this game away. Stroutman in the pistol. His tailback in the end zone on 2nd down and 7. Jackson takes the snap. Kind of bobbles it for a moment, hands it off, and Indians come in to make the stop. McElwee in there on the tackle after a gain of a yard, bringing up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, down to the defense here. Big time play right here, defense.
3rd and 5.
They can throw them for a loss. Knock the ball loose, anything like that.
You can't give up a first down. Got to take care of business here defensively. 21-14, one of the biggest games in the state, taking place right here in Richmond. Class 6A, 2 of the top-ranked teams in the class. First district game of the season for both. It's 3rd down and 5 with Stroutman in the pistol. Man in motion is Talbert. They'll pitch it to him. He bobbles it, and he's taken down inside the 5-yard line. Great defense by Madison Central once again as Moose McElwee comes in on the stop, and the Indians call a timeout to stop the clock.
Moose.
Check it out here on the replay. McElwee sheds a blocker, gets in there, and brings down the ball carrier Talbert inside the 5. So the Broncos will have to punt it from their own end zone. Ball at the Frederick Douglass 4-yard line. And with 1:41 left to play, do we have, once again, some late-game heroics from Carson Herbst and this Madison Central offense? Hairston will go back to punt. He caught the game-winning touchdown with 12 seconds left to play last week against Pulaski County. But the Indians on top 28-24, and he'll drop back to return it here. Stands at his own 49-yard line.
Yeah, bad snap here is 2 points. And the ball.
And it's Avion Chenault dropping back to punt. Gets it away cleanly. That one takes a Bronco bounce and will be down at the 49-yard line of the Broncos. So Central will get it in Frederick Douglass, or on the Frederick Douglass side of the field at the 49-yard line. 90 seconds left to play. And we got to have 6 plus the PAT to send this thing into overtime. Glad to have you along on WBON TV and WEKY. Madison Central. Tom, they got some late game heroics last week, excuse me. And I'll tell you what, then these games have been so much fun. Last week's game, you had the great crossing game, which came down to the wire. And now it's 1st and 10 as Herbst will bring the offense to the line of scrimmage. Morrison split out wide left. And Carson going to run the end around with Pritchard wide left, and he's got a first down. Runs out of bounds to stop the clock at the 37-yard line. Gain of 12 for Jackson Pritchard. And the Indians move the sticks on their first play of the drive.
Yeah, only 5 seconds off the clock, and going out of bounds stops the clock. So good play, good movement. Here we go again, 1st and 10.
Mark it at the 37-yard line. Make it the 38 of the Broncos. First downs are good, but we got to punch one in eventually to tie this thing up.
Punch it in. I like that. The big punch.
Mathis and Pritchard are split back, so they send Pritchard in motion. Herb's going to throw. Steps up in the pocket and is taken down as he might have got a yard. Let's see where they spot the football. You got to get your offense back to the line of scrimmage. Minute 12, minute 10. Clock is ticking down, and you're out of time. You do have 1 timeout left.
That looks like the Jolly Green Giant on the end over there made the stop on that play. Got to be every bit of 6'5".
Yeah, they got some big boys up front.
200 plus pounds.
And Frederick Douglass now calls a timeout. A lot of confusion out there on both sides of the football. The Broncos take the TO with 54 seconds left. We'll step aside for 30 seconds here and come right back to the broadcast on WEKY and WBON TV.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
.54 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter in a big Class 6A showdown between Madison Central and Frederick Douglass. Glad to have you along. Tom Gross and Michael Watkins up here on the call. Our producer, Gage Hill. Got Copeland Peterson, Jacob Beck, and Zachary Daniels, our cameraman this evening. Ron Harrison, Hugh Davis up here providing stats for us tonight. Glad to have you along with us as the Indians try to tie it up late in the fourth. Hurst. On second and long, send Mathis in motion. They'll fake it to him. And Carson has to just let it fly in the direction of Corinthian Barnes. It'll be 3rd down and 10. And Coach William Blair again hollering at the officials as his...
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
His starting quarterback went down late, and Carson a bit shaken up on the play.
The ball was gone, and he got leveled.
Yeah, one of the Bronco assistant coaches leaving his spot in the press box and going over to the central press box. 3rd down and 10 for the Indians. And looks like Herb's going to stay in the game, Tom.
Well, that roughing the passer, personal foul. That flag should have come out. He was standing right there and saw it.
And the Broncos, right before the snap, call a timeout on 3rd and 10. 49 seconds left to play. It's 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Indians. On the other side, we'll be back in 30 seconds. WEKY, WBON.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Back here to the action in Richmond. Madison Central faced with a 3rd down and 10 as we come out of the timeout from Frederick Douglass. Now the Broncos down to their final timeout. Central has no more.
I'm liking this. You got to be quick, quick with it.
Herb's going to go into the shotgun.
They're going to run a bunch of people at the quarterback. You got to hit somebody quick.
Broncos shift the defensive end out wide as Herbst looks back to throw. He's going over the middle to Morrison, and the pass is picked off. Intercepted at the 10-yard line, and taking it on the return is number 27 for Frederick Douglass. And a huge interception as the
about time.
Two teams a little pushing and shoving after the play. Obviously, in a big play like that, tempers and emotions running wild. But it's Keon Kahn with the interception. And the flag, I believe, going to be against the Indians, actually. They call it against Madison Central. Check it here on the replay. Again, the tip pass picked off by Kahn. Good return to set Frederick Douglass up at the 40. Oh, they're going to mark off the penalty yardage now inside the Indians' territory. And they're walking it all the way down to the 42-yard line, and 34 seconds left to play.
Well, it's more like a 20-yard penalty.
Gary McPeak not happy with the slamming the door here on us. First down and 10. They're going to spot this football at the 40, the nose of the football at the 42, and the Broncos can take a knee and take a victory. They'll go to 1-0 in district play.
Well, this is what I think. I think the entire staff thought they were going to come in here and run all over the Indians, and that wasn't the case.
Broncos 21, Madison Central 14 as Indians lose their first game of the season here at home. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on WEKY and WBON TV.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here to Tomahawk Valley, Madison Central High School, and man, emotions running high after this one, Tom. Had to go in there and just calm some people down in the press box, but man, what a game tonight. Madison Central, Frederick Douglass, to the very end, Indians and Broncos battling it out as the Broncos go to 1-0 in district play. Madison Central falls to 0-1, but if it showed anything, Madison Central showing folks across the state that they can compete with some of the best teams in Class 6A.
Oh, absolutely. And here's the thing about tonight. You know, we could go back and we could pick this play or that play, but when you don't give the person a touchdown when the football is in the end zone, it's a shame, because who's it hurt? It hurts the kids. They're out there playing their hearts out, and they played their hearts out. The score just before the half there. And as you clearly saw on our broadcast there, that ball was in the end zone. But unfortunately, didn't get the call. So it's a 21-14 loss tonight, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. Man, they played great this evening.
Central played very well. Even that interception there late in the game by Herbst, that's not a – Carson Herbst is a daggone good quarterback.
Excellent, yeah.
And that interception is just late in the game. You're trying to make a play. That's not going to be something that anybody's going to harp on. But just a great performance really by both these two teams. Great football game. If you're a fan of the sport,
yes,
and you were tuning in tonight, you had to like what you see between both of these two teams. Someone had to win. Frederick Douglass holds on for a 21-14 victory. As we look back at some of the highlights here from the game tonight, this was the first score of the game by Frederick Douglass. Put them on top early on in this one, and that was a Peyton Smith 1-yard touchdown run. Indians had some big plays on the other side, but this one really a huge momentum swing early on in the game as Avion Chenault muffed a punt return, set this play up from Herbst to Morrison, one-handed grab, hauls it in for 6, and Central tied it up from there. Indians, right here is where Tom just talked about it. Sean Reese got it across the goal line into the end zone, and the officials waved it off. Didn't give them 6 before the half. We went into the locker room, tied at 7. Here's a big run from number 32. That was Peyton Smith. Set up the Broncos with the lead in the third quarter. And then Tay Allen eventually got another one for Frederick Douglass to put them on top, 21-7. Sean Reese got his touchdown early on in the fourth quarter, but the Indians got inside the 10, never could tie it up, as the Broncos would go on to win 21-14, your final score. And some numbers from the game tonight. Jeff Hairston leading the way rushing for Madison Central, had a 53-yard run, ended up with 55 yards on the game. Carson Herbst with 52. Jackson Pritchard 46. Corinthian Barnes had 27, leading the way for the Indians. Herbst throwing the football just 3 of 10. Did have the touchdown pass to Morrison. Also picked off late in the game there from Kahn. And receiving-wise, Mathis, Morrison, and Ogle all with 1 catch apiece. Morrison catching that 21-yard touchdown. Defensively, how about the night for Sam Farmer? 11 tackles, 7 assisted, 4 unassisted tackles for the senior linebacker. Daly with 8, and Derek McHale, we had 5 to lead the way for Madison Central. On the other side for the Broncos, 106 yards rushing for Tay Allen and a score. Peyton Smith had 2 touchdowns on 57 yards rushing, and Stroutman through the air, 6 of 10, just 71 yards. The ground game was really the key tonight for the success of the Broncos.
Good game. You regroup now, and you come right back here next week. You got another one coming up against another tough team. So learn what you did wrong in this one, which there were a few mistakes here and there, and take that with you as you come into next week and know that you can play with that team because you played with one of the best teams in the state here this evening.
Indians fall 21-14, your final score, and they'll be right back here at home for what will be senior night next Friday night when they welcome in George Rogers Clark in another district game. And the Cardinals, score update we got from there, they were down early on 14-0 to Bryan Station. Of course, the Indians will see them in the final game of the regular season. If you're watching, you got us a score update?
Bottom.
Bryan Station 24, GRC 3 at the end of the third quarter. Hugh Davis giving us that update there. So a lot of craziness ensuing here in this game tonight. A lot of emotions running high.
Yeah.
And a lot of good football being played down there on the gridiron as well, as Madison Central looks to regroup next week. We'll be right here, folks, on senior night. Indians taking on GRC at home in what will be the final regular season game at home for Madison Central. For Tom Gross and our producer, Gage Hill, thanks to Hugh Davis and Ron Harrison for providing the stats for us tonight, and our great camera work, Copeland Peterson down on the field doing a great job once again this evening. Tell you what, those shots up close look so good and help us just once again provide more here on the broadcast. Jacob Beck and Zachary Daniels up top getting our high and wide and our replay shots. And I tell you what, Tom, love being on the call for these fun games. We love highlighting all the great local athletes that we have here in Madison County. Signing off tonight. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time on WEKY and WBON TV.